Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy, the Anime Abu here, coming at you with part 2 of What If Naruto Abandoned Konoha, otherwise known as Slashed on Naruto fanfiction on Wattpad. Well, listen, first and foremost, it is crazy to me that you guys were able to hit 100 views in 4 hours. That's absolutely insane for me, and I genuinely appreciate it, and it shows me that you guys enjoy watching this and are enjoying this fanfic, so I'll drop part 2 for y'all. I'm working on this like 1:56 in the morning. It's pretty late, so yeah, hope y'all appreciate that. First and foremost, I have a Discord server, and if you would like to join, I will link it in the description below, and click the link and just join. Yeah, we have a good time over there, and actually this intro that I'm about to play is going to be a little different. It's going to be used for this series specifically. It is thanks to a Discord member, and this just show my appreciation to them and just my genuine thanks. So yeah, I really appreciate that. Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. I respond to all comments. I heart all comments, and I like all comments, and I genuinely appreciate them. So without further ado, future Seth, cue to let me know how you guys feel about that intro, and yeah, let's get right on into the video. Naruto entered the small village that was definitely not as big as the 5 nations. I'll be able to cover more ground. Naruto started roaming around, his hood over his head. He began going into each shop and buying anything within value. Not this either. Could this be useful? Nah. Naruto was having a hard time choosing the many options in just one store. That's it, I'll just buy food. Why couldn't I thought about that earlier? Naruto ran out of the current store and went into the next one. He found the exact thing he was looking for. Ramen, such a delicacy. Naruto looked from his left and to his right, into the ceiling and the floor. He smirked as in a flash. Naruto sealed as much ramen as he could before anyone could blink. Mission accomplished. Naruto deflated his smirk. Naruto then went to another aisle that contained the things called vegetables. I'll just get a few. Naruto sealed in around 10 vegetables and another seal. I'm an actual mastermind. Naruto happily walked out. It was now time to eat. Naruto walked towards a ramen stand that was just asking for his money. He looked at the advertisement and saw that they were serving miso chashu ramen. Hey, I can have 2 bowls of miso chashu. There was a trace of nostalgia eating from a ramen stand. I wonder what they're doing. Naruto shook his head from the thought. No, I can't think about Konoha. I no longer hold their ideals. The owner brought the ramen to him. The heat was unwavering. Naruto quickly drank the whole ramen in a second. Thanks for the food. Naruto was already done eating, but before Naruto left the stand, he picked up on a conversation that shocked him in his very core. Hey, have you heard? Asked a civilian. I heard what? A civilian asked in confusion. Kumo and Iwa have decided to declare war on Konoha. Many people will be caught in the crossfire. Our daimyo will be giving resources to Konoha if they can protect our village if something goes wrong during the festival. Well, shit, Naruto picked the wrong day to come to Tea Country. He mentally cursed himself with his impeccable timing. I'll have to avoid them during my stay. Naruto was now on top of a nearby apartment. He started seeing people gather around and stand in the sidelines. It's Konoha-nin, whispers were now spreading around like wildfire. Can my day get any worse? Naruto saw the people they were talking about. Kakashi, Asuma, Shikamaru, Ino, Choji, Sakura, and last but not least, Sasuke. Naruto must say he was having a fun time looking down upon them. His eyes landed on each and every one of them. They're gonna be some tough people to avoid. Naruto must admit if they were to fight here and now, Naruto would most certainly lose. But I will never admit my defeat. Naruto walked away and went to the opposite side. He must plan his many steps. It was the next day, and Naruto has been doing good avoiding them. He was in a motel that was decently pricey. Naruto purposely ignored super pricey motels since Team 7 and Team 10 were most likely to settle in luxury. It was now time to keep moving. Naruto stepped right out of the motel and moved onward, his eyes looking from place to place, his movement ever so silent. Naruto couldn't look tense. If his old pals were to spot him with much suspicion, they'll see the tension he was holding. Calm down. Naruto slowly lowered his tension to a minimum. By the time Naruto was done roaming around, it was time for the festival. Team 7 and Team 10 were observing the area for any suspicious behavior. So far, nothing was abnormal. You hear that? Choji asked. They were hearing music. It was slow and peaceful. It's just music, Shikamaru says. Leon, very calm music. Ino smacks him in the head. Let's just go and watch. Sakura went forward and went off. Sasuke sighed. Her going away is just her way of getting us to follow her and ultimately go with her. But we're gonna follow anyways, Shikamaru said with lazy eyes. Naruto followed the never-ending tune. He was wary of getting spotted in such an open area. His heart was beating at a fast rate. I need a disguise. His eye landed on many shops. Found one. There was a store that contained wigs. I need something mainstream, something that won't let me stand out too much. Naruto picked the most obvious choice and got a generic black wig. This is though he could have just done a transformation. I look like a true Uchiha, Naruto grinned. His disguise was now in place. Such a pity though, his old blonde hair washed away for a cool little while. Naruto walked outside and saw himself blending in the crowd. Naruto walked and walked until he was in the middle of the town. Music rocked around everyone's ears. Naruto stoically scanned this crowd for anything. There. He saw the leaf men in all their glory. He slightly clenched his fist, but he soon unclenched his fist. Naruto looked at the new technology that the small town managed to acquire. He was impressed. Not even Uzu had this, but we are talking about destroyed land. Naruto suddenly saw a kunai in a random civilian's pocket. He was hiding it pretty good for a person like him. Naruto walked over to him and tapped him on the shoulder. Huh? He turned around with tension around his body. The person was looking at him now. Sorry, do you know where any weaponry stores are? Naruto saw a bead of sweat fall. Oops, no. Ah, over there. Think of bringing there. Not made of money. Okay. Thank you. Damn. Hidden. Naruto waved his hand. That's the Discord, by the way. Naruto waved his hand goodbye and subtly flashed his red eye. As Naruto walked, he smirked. The person fell for his trap. He's not a regular of this place, just from his response, Naruto thought. Naruto went to another spot to avoid suspiciousness. He passed the leaf in with complete silence. Naruto just wanted the festival to be over. Such a pain. He wanted to go back to Uzu and rest. Going outside the island itself will always somehow become a hustle for Naruto. But a sudden explosion washed over everyone. Ah! People started panicking and screaming in all sorts of directions. Everyone was in panic now. It looks like people are in trouble. Naruto just yawned and then started to pretend like he was in panic as well. We're all gonna die, someone yelled from behind. Naruto looked forward and saw people going out of the town. Such idiots. Even though I'm an idiot, Naruto thought. He started to head toward a tree from outside of the town. Naruto jumped on one of the branches and started spreading his senses throughout the town. I'm lucky that this town is small. The daimyo of the T County was currently in trouble and needed help. It also looked like the Leaf Nin were fighting some Jonin level ninja. Huh? When did they get this strong? Naruto took this time to go towards the daimyo in a hurry to help him. Naruto then started to shoot and swing towards him. You're dead, old man. A man with a sword stood in front of him. His eyes gleamed with murderous intent. Stay away! The daimyo tried to run. Trying to run away, huh? The daimyo tripped over some wire string that were placed. Your final moments are here. The person stood in front of the cowering daimyo. Take this! The person motioned his katana for a stab, but he suddenly stopped as he stood frozen. What? He was stabbed! Naruto stood behind him in utter silence. In front of the strongest person, you can only grovel in fear. Naruto smirked as he saw the person move. He swiftly dodged a hit from the opponent's katana. Naruto quickly charged towards the assailant. I don't know much about the way of swords and such. Naruto will have to be careful. He couldn't activate a Sharingan because of reasons. Naruto dodged a swing from the katana. He then jumped from a sweep that the opponent performed. Naruto pushed the person back with a kick. You're strong, but not stronger than me. The person appeared to be faster than before. He's channeling chakra to his feet to become exponentially faster. Naruto did the same. He pulled out a kunai from his holster and threw it towards him. Redirection. Bringing out another kunai, Naruto threw it to his other kunai with faster speeds. They both intersected and one flew to the left and one flew to the right. You missed! The person laughed and took a few steps forward. You're ignorant, Naruto responded. Naruto pulled the kunai like an X. Wire strings. The kunais were pulled back and hit the person's back. Ah! The person grunted as he kneeled down. Naruto smirked as he saw this. Naruto walked towards him. Like I said, in front of the strongest you can only grovel and kneel. Naruto took the falling katana and summoned two shadow clones. Pin him down! The clones nodded and followed Naruto's order. The blade was positioned at his opponent's head. I'll make this quick and painless. The man struggled to break free. It was his last moments. I'll curse you to hell! With nothing more to say, Naruto stabbed right through him. The clones poofed away. The once bright and clean blade was tainted red. You can keep your blade. Naruto dropped the blade and got his kunais. Naruto threw one kunai to the wires that were binding the daimyo's feet. He looked forward towards him and waved. Next time, Naruto took off his wig and went off back to Uzu. Not knowing, a few strands of blonde hair were left from the blade swiftly cutting his hair from before. Naruto could sense the leaf winds going towards the daimyo. Naruto successfully pulled it off without sending a Rasengan to the opponent's face. The Konoha team arrived at the scene. Looked at the mess of the battle. Whoever did this was quick. The amount of destroyed area is close to none. Kakashi thought as he observed, but they left some clues. You should have seen it. A ninja came by and mercilessly killed the assailant that was after me. How did he look like? Sasuke asked him. Hard to say. I do remember that he had 3 whiskers on each side of his cheek. He was also wearing a black wig. His real hair was as bright as the sun. They all widened their eyes. Which direction did he go? Sasuke asked once again. He went straight into the woods. From the direction that he was going, it looked like he was going straight to the gate, the daimyo responded. But the only thing straight from the gate is pure water. Sasuke gritted her teeth. There must be something beyond the pure water. Kakashi said as the others looked towards him. An island that was once inhabited by the Uzumaki clan, Uzushio Gakure. Naruto brought out his boat, splashed on the water. Naruto quickly started the engine. They're close. Naruto zoomed away as the others closed in on the shore. Naruto turned around as the others reached the shore. Naruto smirked and he waved a smug goodbye. Naruto knew that they could obviously just run on water and run towards him, but they obviously didn't have the chakra capacity to do so. Naruto brought his tongue out as he grew a huge satisfaction from deep within. Naruto sat on the boat as the boat carried him away. That little... Sasuke cursed in her mind as she saw Naruto get carried away from his boat. Look at this, Shikamaru said as they saw a note. It was left by Naruto himself. What does it say? Asked Sakura, as everyone gathered around and read the note. Dear, you know, guys, where I am. I'm waiting for your arrival. Alright, that's the end of this chapter. And there's a little advertisement. I don't have the premium. Because if you didn't see the notifications from the last video, I'm actually looking for a job right now. So we're just going to have to wait this one out. And then continue with the episode. Yeah, that's literally all we can do right now. So that's what we're going to do. So, yeah, how are you guys? I've been doing good, you know, chilling. School's been kind of kicking my, butt, but it's going to be alright, you feel me? Figure it out. Yeah, it looks like this ad is just about over. Actually, let me get a sip of water real quick before I continue. Alright, let's keep it going with the episode, you feel me? Alright, bet. Naruto arrived at Uzu safely. He stretched before walking on the land. They surely couldn't have followed me. But even if they did, Naruto had to come up with a plan. Naruto walked to the underground base that was built by the Uzumaki. Dropping down to the water, he channeled chakra to his feet and balanced himself. I have to get all the scrolls and secrets in my ceiling. Naruto ran to the vault and saw the numerous techniques that were there. I only need ones that will benefit me. He saw a few elemental jutsu scrolls and immediately grabbed onto them. Haven't learned any of these kinds of jutsus, Naruto thought as he grabbed another scroll. Sealing scroll for dummies, a scroll that contained the arts of sealing. Naruto immediately snagged it. My knowledge with fooling jutsu is scarce, while my clans are the best at it. This base doesn't have much things about it. Naruto roamed around as he picked up many scrolls. Huh? What's this? Naruto found an odd book that was sticking out. Out of his curiousness, Naruto pulled the book out and skimmed through the pages. It's blank. Naruto heard a noise in front of him. Naruto looked up and saw the shelf. Moving to the side, a door appeared from the other side. Naruto slowly opened the door. To his surprise, a long spiral staircase is there. I've gone too far to just stop. Naruto walked down the staircase in a tense manner and stopped before a room. It's dark. As soon as he saw it, he walked inside the room. He started to simultaneously line up. Torches upon torches were making a path for him. This is odd. Naruto walked down to the narrow concrete floor. As he got a clear view, he saw a tablet that was half destroyed. He stood right in front of the tablet and read it aloud. There will be a time when the leaders shall clash. Puddles of blood will fall in battle. Endless warriors will perish, their lives getting taken by the gods. The words were cut off. It looks like the tablet is a message or prophecy of some sort. Naruto walked towards the staircase. Such lies. Relics of the past are only history, nothing more. He He made his way to the top floor, the light of the torches burning away behind him. He snagged a couple more scrolls before going to his makeshift room. He saw his belongings and gathered them and went into the hallway. It was almost a day after the tea country, and Naruto had yet to sleep yet. Won't hurt to sleep, right? Naruto fell in his bed and slept shortly after. He woke up in a familiar sewer. His eyes quickly scanned his surroundings before sighing. I'm here again, huh? He got up. Naruto got up the sewer-type water and looked at the cage in front of him. Deadly red eyes with slits were glaring towards him. Naruto arched his lips slightly, forming a small smile. Looks like we meet again, eh, Kyuubi? It's been hours outside of his mindscape. Leaf Nin are slowly creeping up to Uzu territory. Are you sure he's here? He could be fooling us, but I doubt he is. Don't smile at me, idiot. Naruto just ignored this and laid down in the sewage. It wasn't ideal, but it had to do. What are you doing? The Kyuubi's loud voice boomed all over the place. I'm relaxing. It's something I do nowadays. Naruto simply yawned after. The Kyuubi just growled at his answer. What are you going to do now? The Kyuubi practically demanded. Knowing the Kyuubi, Naruto had to answer. I don't know. The Kyuubi roared. What do you mean I don't know, you child? Naruto slightly opened his eyes at the killing intent that was being emitted. Like I said, I don't really have a goal now. Getting stronger is what I'm hoping to accomplish. Naruto closed his eyes as the killing intent lowered down. Oops, no. They're here, you know, the Kyuubi said as Naruto laid in the sewage. I know, I'm just waiting for the right moment to wake up. Naruto stood up and started stretching. At this point, I'm just stalling until they reach Uzu. The Kyuubi snorted. I can hear you, the Kyuubi roared loudly. By the time it finished, Naruto had already disappeared from his mind. He felt their chakra getting closer to the island every second. Naruto got up from his bed and walked outside. Looks like Team 10 is the only one that came. But Naruto had to be careful just in case. He's not stronger than the three of them combined. Good thing I have my trusted clones, Naruto thought as he breathed in and out. We're here, Kakashi said as they closed into the shore. They had one mission and one mission only, to retrieve Uzumaki Naruto. They failed last time, but it won't happen again. They were inexperienced, excluding Kakashi. But this time they were prepared and stronger. They were not as hopeless as before. They jumped on shore. We'll search the area together. Uzushio-Gakure is filled with destroyed ruins. The chance of one of them containing Naruto is high. Sasuke and Sakura nodded. They all started to slowly walk into the territory of Uzushio-Gakure. They entered one of the ruins and found nothing. Hey, Kakashi-sensei, Sakura called out. Yes, Sakura? Kakashi and Sasuke followed the voice, who was standing in front of a destroyed language. What do you think this is? All three observed the destroyed stones in front of them. I think it's the Uzumaki language. They all nodded in agreement. The exit's right here. Sasuke pointed towards an opening to the ruin. As they moved from each ruin to the next, their hopes of finding Naruto started to deteriorate. This is taking too long. Sasuke pointed towards an opening in the ruin. This is taking too long. Sasuke punched the wall of one of the ruins. You just have to look longer, Kakashi said to try and ease their retrieval. But deep inside, he was also losing hope in the operation. But they suddenly saw orange in the distance. Is that a fox? Sasuke asked, her eyes squinting to get a better view. Sakura also squinted her eyes. I think so, Sakura said as the team went closer to the fox. The fox eyed them before running away. They increased their speeds to catch up to the fox. As soon as it stopped, the fox looked toward Team 7 and dusted off a trapdoor. A secret base. The fox dispersed its chakra. In a split moment, they knew what the fox was. It was Naruto's doing. He knew they were here since the beginning. Sasuke gritted her teeth as they entered an inside trapdoor. The atmosphere suddenly changed as they stepped on the water. They were all careful, kept their guard up. Watch out for traps, Kakashi whispered to the two. The two girls nodded and continued walking. A familiar voice started to echo around the walls. You've come. Kind of expected you to come later, but this can do. Sasuke could sense the smugness that was laying under Naruto's voice. Fight me now, you cowards, Sasuke yelled throughout the base. Find me, I'm inside here waiting. They all continued to walk closer to their destination. Naruto wasn't lying. He was waiting on his throne. He was sitting on a magnificent throne fit for a dumb kid like him, his left leg over his right. Naruto was magnifying his voice with chakra. It was fairly useful at times like this. A smirk appeared on Naruto's face as he saw the silhouette of Team 7. You found me. Naruto got a good look on their face. Before anything else could happen, Sasuke appeared in front of his face with a fist connected to his cheek. Naruto's head hit the back of the throne. That was pretty hard, but it isn't hard enough. Naruto disappeared in a pack of foxes. So it was you who was showing us the way to this base. Sasuke looked towards the side of the throne. Of towarse, Naruto had his 3 Tomoe Sharingan activated. Your Genjutsu won't affect me, Naruto. Her own 3 Tomoe Sharingan activated. I know that is why you were feeling each other out with our own genjutsu, are we not? What will you do for the next what if? Oh, I don't know. I'll answer that later, I guess. Naruto blocked a punch from Sasuke with a punch of his own. A short shockwave went through the room. Naruto felt a kunai behind his neck. We'll retrieve you, Kakashi said. Without fail, Sakura threw a chakra punch towards Naruto, but when she punched him, Naruto turned into a log. Substitution, Sakura thought. A log turned into tiny bits. I would have been knocked out unconscious if I was hit by that, Naruto said as he still had his Sharingan activated. Naruto threw a shuriken towards Sasuke. Do you think so low of me now to point that shuriken... Or now to the point you think that shuriken will beat me? The shuriken suddenly multiplied and became 3 shurikens coming towards them. Sasuke easily deflected hers. The other 2 barely managed to escape their scrape their way to dodge just from a moment of shock. I won't fail. Naruto dodged an upcoming kunai going straight towards him. Naruto sent a set of his own towards them. He's keeping his distance from us. Sasuke clenched her fist tightly, but she quickly took a deep breath. Her hands unclenched. We will bring you back. Sasuke pointed her finger towards him. Naruto quickly weaved a set of hand signs. Wind style. Wind shards. A gust of wind made its way towards the 3. All 3 managed to dodge the attack. Naruto smirked as the wind split into many different pieces and bounced off the walls. They all couldn't react quick enough and took a direct hit. Satisfaction grew on Naruto's face. I won't be brought back, Naruto said as he charged towards them. Sasuke immediately reacted to this and charged as well. We'll bring you back no matter what, Sasuke said as their fists connected. Naruto looked behind him right after and saw Sakura's fist inches away from his pretty face. Genjutsu. Naruto dispersed into a pack of foxes that was easily recognized by Sakura and was neutralized. Naruto appeared from her back and pulled in for a quick punch to her stomach. Not so fast. Naruto felt a sharp pain in his stomach and as he flew a few meters away. Naruto stood up and glared at Kakashi. Naruto created a set of shadow clones. I'll handle Sasuke. The clones nodded to their boss's orders. Naruto quickly turned towards Sasuke and threw a kunai, which he followed immediately. Sasuke tried to go to the side, but she was met face to face with a clone that Naruto created mid-battle. Oh, hello there. The clones jabbed Sasuke's stomach and she went flying. Damn it! It was a direct blow to Sasuke. Naruto charged at the downed Sasuke, but a sudden rush of wind from the side made him distracted. Sha! Naruto dodged a punch from the apprentice of the Slug Princess and carefully dodged the shockwaves of the aftershock. Naruto brought his fingers to a cross. Multi-shadow clone jutsu. The room was filled with Naruto's clones. They were going to have trouble with this one. They all started to form a Rasengan. They all charged at the 3 with the intent to defeat. Chidori Current! A stream of lightning burst at many clones. Naruto himself started to charge closer to Sasuke. This world focuses on survival of the fittest more than anything, Naruto first said. It pisses me off, so I'll become strong. I don't have any goals right now, but I do know that my plans for the future will only be fully effective if the village didn't hold me back. But leftover lightning from Sasuke's body made Naruto stiff. He stood paralyzed for a few seconds for Sasuke to get up and punch Naruto back. I don't care about your goals. You can achieve them while being in the village. Naruto wiped a trail of blood from his mouth. Now that I remember, you said you would become my light. Sasuke widened her eyes. You knew. I've regained the memories of my clone, but I can't go back. I've went too far in the darkness, and I never planned on returning. But then again, the brightest lights only create the darkest shadows. I look forward to what my light can do, but that will have to wait until later. Naruto summoned a clone to create a Rasengan. Your definition of walking into the darkness is leaving Konoha? Bullshit. Sasuke yelled towards Naruto. Lots of clones were still holding the other 2 back. I guess that's my standards, but killing a person can't define the darkness that I fell into. Death and murder is too common in the elemental nations. Naruto told her, I'll finish this battle with this attack. Naruto stated. Sasuke weaved a set of her own hand signs. She formed a Chidori. Both launched their bodies towards each other. As they closed in on each other, the 2 brought their arms back. Chidori! Rasengan! They smashed their attacks against each other, creating an explosion that was blasting everyone around the vicinity away. The smoke and dust went around the whole room. The explosion created a massive hole on the ceiling, which was an escape route. As the smoke cleared, only one silhouette was visible. Once the smoke was fully at ease, Sasuke appeared to be on the ground and Naruto not anywhere in sight. Damn it! Sasuke smashed the ground in frustration. He got away. Nice. Okay. How long is this part? Because I might just end it here. Yeah, so that's gonna be the end of part 2 of what if Naruto abandoned Konoha. yeah, thank you guys for hitting 100 views in 4 hours. That was super quick, and I was not expecting that. But, you know, as a reward, I guess I'm going to work on this tonight and hopefully finish it at the end of the night. It shouldn't take too long. It should take maybe like 20, 30 minutes. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how you think about the intro that I put in. It's going to be used for this series specifically, and the other one will be used for the other series. And, you know, maybe if there's more made, I'll just use those for the other series. Who knows? It might become a trend on my channel to have different intros for different series. I feel like that'd be something unique towards only me, I think. I'm not sure if anybody else does that. I don't watch enough YouTube. Yeah, but that's it for me. This is your boy, the Anime Abu, and I'm out. Deuces.